much time, energy and money trying to understand how to go about things, and I was quite frustrated when I started playing music because I didn't know what to do and I didn't know how to go about it. In this video here, we're gonna unlock the most important thing in music, the building blocks of music. Actually, Alon and I went to school together and we calculated very accurately that if you watch this video, you what was it?
That if you watch this video, it will save you around $22,000.
I think it was 22.1 to be
22.1 to be exact. Yeah,
be not accurate.
My calculator is over there in the other room.
So just so you know, we're gonna talk about the 7 degrees of C major scale in 7 levels, and it's extremely important that you actually watch the whole thing because we are learning the alphabet. These are the building blocks of music, so it's like learning half of the alphabet. Let's do it. I mean, learning the whole thing. Yeah.
Let's do it.
So what's happening here? We start from the first note C. Now Alon played a beautiful line, but let's understand exactly what we're dealing with. Right. So C is the center of gravity. That means that this is home base, this is tonic, this is your spot, right? This is where things go to. And we're hearing all the other notes as things around and against that center. It's extremely important to feel that gravitational power of C. Yeah. Let's sing it for a second. Do. Right, this is home base. Now, what Alon was playing, if I remember correctly, you played something like
correct.
And then a little major seven, right?
Yeah.
But the thing, what he was doing, he was playing the major pentatonic. Now, it sounds great, but also what we really want to do, and the point of this discussion is really understanding how things work. So we want to hear everything in relationship to that center. Play that line one more time, really slowly.
Cool. So when I start from C, I'm actually playing a 3-note and then a 2-note per string pattern. It's like 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. Why? Because pentatonic is 5 notes, right? So you can divide it to 2 and a 3. It's actually really comfortable to play. And if, like Rotem did, we start from G. So there's 2 notes here. 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. And then when it flows,
beautiful, right? And sometimes this could be intimidating to hear someone as good as Alon. Also check his stuff. He has a great YouTube channel. He has great TikTok. Everything is incredible. One of my favorite artists actually. So really, you have to check him out. Now, the point with this is intimidating because he's so good, but what we want to do is slow it down. So you want to hear this center, this do against his line. Exactly, and when we're slowing things down, we can actually process. Very big news. I just released a workshop that I'm very excited about because there's a lot of information there that I wish I knew. And actually, the workshop is dealing with C major way deeper than we can ever do in this video because it's a few hours. There are over 120 pages of PDF and over 2.5 hours of video. There's just a lot, but I really think it's a great one. So if you have the time, please check it out.
Do it. I was killing. So what did you play over there?
Okay, so this is a huge misconception. When we're playing what we call a mode, that all it means is that we are still playing those white keys, right? It's still that framework, but we're hearing the relationship change because we have that center.
Yes.
And what's happening, what I was doing, I was literally playing 96.7% C major scale, right? I was just using the white keys, but I'm hearing it against D. And this is a big kind of important moment because you actually know more than you think you do, which is really helpful because you probably know C major scale, and if not, we'll show you the fingering at the end. But in any case, we have that information, and all we need to do is kind of do this mental trick that we actually can unlock a lot of things. Another important thing is how are we hearing that D, right, against the center? We have do, re. It's like this tension that wants to resolve. The more we can process the tension and release, that feeling of gravity toward the one and tagging, keep tagging and kind of calling these things in names, the faster we'll grow and learn. E, the third. This is extremely important note to understand because it gives us a lot of information about the chord, if it's major or minor. So it's extremely important to hear it. With guitar, one of the cool things we can do is actually use and utilize the open E string, and this is a device that we can use to hear and learn the color. Again, this video is about tagging the information so we can actually be way stronger. So check this out. I'll play a couple of chords, maybe you can blow and listen to the sound of the E.
Yeah, that's cool.
What's really interesting is that you can hear that mi, that E, against each one of the chords. So mi, the third, mi, the 9 against D, mi, the 1, mi, the 7th on F. And it's all in this context of this tonic of C, but we can hear the chords go by and how it feels against the chord. The same way we feel the gravitational power toward the ultimate center, C. 4, F. Check this out. Yeah, that's killing. So what's happening here is the same concept. We're still playing, again, the white keys, this C major scale, but we are hearing it against the F. So what's happening here?
Right, so we're playing it from F to F. It creates a major scale, but with a sharp 4. It's such a unique sound. It's almost like always in a suspense. Oh, and there's a cool thing I can show you guys. There's something that I love playing on a Lydian sound is to play a minor pentatonic a half step below the actual Lydian, right? So if we're in F Lydian, which we are, so E minor pentatonic. So yeah, check it out.
Wow, that's so beautiful. It almost sounds like you step out of C major, you know, but you actually didn't. You're really playing. You're playing by the rules.
That's right.
So it's all still white keys. Like totally, yeah. That's a beautiful sound and a good trick also. Very important. We know that sound from classical music. We know that sound from music. That tension, right? That gravity. And again, the G feels almost like a glue. And we want to feel music in that kind of concept of feelings and emotions, and in pull and push, tension and release. So the 5, the dominant, this is what we call it, right? That point of tension is extremely important to identify. Now we can just have a G like that, but we can also add some notes, and we talk about it a little later as well, to create more tension.
Right.
Now, one of the cool things that I discovered with guitar is that I thought that you can play G in 1 or 2 places, but actually it's really helpful to see it in a few areas. So what we're gonna do, just go over the close tries really quickly. So check this out. So I'm thinking about Sol, Si, La, 1, 3, 5, and I'm just doing the inversion. Si, La, Sol, La, Sol, Si. Right, and then keeping that motion. So I'm playing G major, and I'm trying to be super aware of the note that I'm playing, because by being aware of the notes, I'm actually aware of the colors, I'm tagging the information, and therefore I'm learning. Like I was saying before, one of my biggest regrets is not paying attention while I was just practicing, and it was just not helpful. And if you're gonna pay attention and listen, you're actually gonna learn. Yeah, man, nice. The 6th degree.
The 6th degree.
Man.
The one that people are the most confused about, I would say.
Yeah.
Why?
Why is that? Why is that?
I think it's because the minor pentatonic is the first scale that everybody learns, right?
Right.
And then, so it's almost like you learn it reversed. You don't learn that it's coming from the C major scale.
Yeah.
You know.
So the first step for me is, again, understanding how things sound. So I'm trying to tag this la, si, do, right, resolving to the center. So I'm hearing this A as a relationship towards C. Now, the point is that you actually know a lot of information. You know this shape of the pentatonic, but you can utilize it in different ways. Because this shape, if you're listening to it around or toward the C, do, then this is C major pentatonic. If you hear the center as A, la, all of a sudden it's a minor pentatonic. So what you were soloing there, you were kind of shifting between the major pentatonic and the minor pentatonic,
right,
and kind of emphasizing the A minor when it was happening. I played 2 chords. I played C major 6 kind of, and A minor 7, 9. Yeah. And it felt every time that you were like right, feeling that center of A when it's happening and feeling the center of C.
Yeah, you have to be intentional about the notes you're choosing, even if it's the same scale. But it is important to emphasize it's the same scale. C major pentatonic and A minor pentatonic is the same scale. But it's not enough to just know that. Is be intentional about when he's playing a minor chord, that I'm choosing some notes that will work really well, like the E or the A. And if he's playing C, then I'm...
Right, and what's happening there is actually is shifting the centers of gravity in a way, right? Because you're thinking, oh, this is C, do,
right,
or the center of gravity is la. So that the same note, the note C, literally would feel different. La. This is C, and that note, do, all of a sudden feels like the tonic resolution.
Yeah.
So it's important to understand and see how we hear things, how we feel it, and to practice that attention when you're playing guitar. Because at the end of the day, music is the art of listening. So if you're not listening, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
The 7th degree is the B note. So the B is a beautiful note, especially in relation to C. It's the major 7, right? Half step below the root. What a thing. You have a root, and you have a half step below.
Yeah.
It's super common, super beautiful. So as a note, you really want to hear, like Rotem was saying before, how it's related to C. So if you play a C, and you hear that B note, it's so close to C. It's just a half step.
There's a lot of tension.
A lot of tension. And
there's a lot of tension in that note, and it's really a leading tone towards C. So we can hear it as do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Tension and release is extremely important and very powerful. We can use it also, again, like you were saying, as the major 7. So you can take a proper basic chord and change it into a major 7 just by removing that finger, right? And you can have some other shapes. B is a really important note because this is a leading tone towards C. We want to hear it in a very clear way. So feeling that tension, do, si, do, and sometimes I'll just sing the center, do, si. You feel that friction, that rub, right? Si, do, si, do. So you want to really feel it and hear it. You can take a C major and just take that finger off and you have a C major 7. There are a few more cool shapes. Maybe show us a cool one that you like.
Oh, that's a cool one.
Nice, that's beautiful. Whenever there is the clash of the minor 2nd, like he was playing here,
right,
there is like something really beautiful about it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I like that a lot, yeah. Nice. An amazing exercise to work with is hearing the C and improvising while being aware of what I'm playing in terms of notes and colors and feelings. So I'm like really like do, re, mi, E, the third degree, this is how it feels against the C. Re, re, mi, so. Very simple, right? I'm just playing literally C major scale, but what I'm doing, I'm really trying to tag and learn. I'm not trying to test myself if I know C major. I'm trying to actually memorize the sound colors as I go around the scale. And it doesn't have to be scale-wise. It could be just jumping around and really listening attentively. The other side of this exercise is hearing the drone one more time and now singing. So just like do, si, do, re, mi, do, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, do, sol, si, 7, do. Right, just simply like going around the scale and messing around, playing or singing. The only way I can you know, kind of manifest a sound and name the notes because I practice it and I understand how the note sounds and feels against the center. And this is, in a way, the essence of music, that tension and release. This is why I'm saying this video is so crucial, because if you understand that, you can fly, because you can play all the chromatic stuff and you can hear each note against it. And that also informs the harmonic progressions.
100%. It develops your awareness of, while you're soloing, you know you're on the 4, the 3, oh, this is the G, this is the 5, and then you can, you know, play around it and stop and start from there. And yeah, it takes your solos to another level.
It's really deep. That's like, yeah. If you're here, that's a good sign. It means that you really like music and guitar. We're gonna go over the framework of C major scale, 5 position. There is a PDF on Patreon with all the stuff if you need and are interested.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna show Alon C major scale in 5 position.
Show me how you play C major scale.
As if he doesn't know C major scale.
Show me.
So this is the first position that I'm using.
You jump over there?
Yeah. I know you do it differently, yeah.
I like it. Okay, nice.
Second one would be from here. This C kind of going backwards.
I actually really like this one.
Going back, yeah.
Love it.
Next one here, the casual one that everybody knows. And the fourth one, sometimes I'll start from C just to hear it. And I'm really thinking about the notes when I'm playing. Si, do, re, mi, etc, etc. I'm really thinking about every note that I'm playing. I'm trying to be aware of the sound. We did it late, yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
And then the 5th position is here. Exactly, and it's descending. Yeah. You got it. Simple, but really effective. What I would do with these is play them each position separately in time while singing, and then also in subdivisions. And really later I'll try to shift between the positions to make sure that I'm actually seeing C major as kind of one big unit. Thank you so much for being here and a part of this journey. I really believe in this video being important because this is something I wish I understood when I started working on music.
Me too.
Yeah, I'll see you guys next week. And thank you, man.
I had such a great time. Thanks for having me, man. That was great.
Of course. Peace.
See you guys.